are on top of the world. Why in the world would Seth Rollins do this? My God, Rollins is destroying Ambrose.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. And once you're done, leave a comment down below and I just might end up responding. Vince McMahon often refers to professional wrestling as quote-unquote sports entertainment, and while most hardcore fans tend to focus on the sports, Vince and company tend to stockpile the majority of their money into the entertainment aspects. While that includes a lot, the soap opera writing aspect of the show is most certainly at the forefront of WWE's product, and few twists of the plot knife stab into you as hard as a betrayal does. I'm D-Wicket, and these are the 10 best times a wrestler betrayed their partner. Number 10, Kevin Owens. While multiple people in the history of professional wrestling have pulled multiple betrayals out on their partners, only one man makes this list as the betrayer twice, and that's Kevin Owens. You already know Triple H makes this list at least once because he's fucking Triple H, but not even he had two turncoat moments that were as up to par as a pair of Kevin's were. First up, how about his first night? Think back to NXT when KO had just been brought in as the best friend of Sami Zayn and watched as his best friend, the man he trusted and loved more than anyone else in the world, the dude he cared about most, was hired before him, put on a pedestal, and given the NXT championship, something he had worked all his life, not specifically for that, but he had been working all his life also. Yeah, I mean, you definitely would attack Sami Zayn too, wouldn't you? Number 9, Daniel Bryan. This was one of the loudest crowd reactions of all fucking time, so you know it was goddamn good. I mean, sure, it was Daniel Bryan in 2013. The man could have ran around a ring on a broom pretending to be Harry fucking Potter in his first Quidditch match, and he would have received a standing ovation, but I digress. As he was temporarily a member of the Wyatt family, but just a few months later would be main eventing WrestleMania 30, history tells us something clearly happened to get Bryan out of that stable and from point A to point B. So how did he leave the family? How did he get out of the Wyatt family? Well, during a steel cage match, Bryan refused to be Sister Abigailed by Wyatt, which had been a tradition of theirs, and instead attacked, ending in a climb to the top and a yes chant that immersed the entire audience, including the millions watching at home. I don't know about you, but I was yesing. Number 8, Sergeant Slaughter. While everyone else on this list turned their back on another wrestler or just a stable, maxing at about 4 people, Slaughter turned his back on a whole ass country. Fuck a stable, fuck a table, I'm turning my back on America. Okay, that's cool, that works for me. Back in the 80s, Slaughter had been essentially the icon of America. He was... Hulk Hogan existed, is the thing. Slaughter was like the military to Hogan's patriotism. You know, Hogan was like the mascot, but Slaughter, he was the meat and potatoes. Slaughter was like what Hogan was getting us to root for, like a mascot to the real football team, you know what I'm saying? Then he went all rock on us and started teaming with the Iron Sheik and dressing in new colors. It was weird.
President Saddam Hussein did not invade Kuwait. He conquered.
Number 7, Batista. Good. Fuck you, Triple H. Evolution. I'm sorry, Triple H. You're cool. You just betray so many people. I'm glad someone got you back. When Drax won the 2005 Royal Rumble, narrowly beating John Cena, even though their feet touched the exact same time, he came out the next night with his Evolution boys to pick the champion that he would be challenging at WrestleMania. Seeing as Triple H was the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, you'd expect Batista to challenge for the WWE Championship over on the SmackDown, right? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Hey, the thumbs, the thumbs are slowly turning down because fuck you, Triple H, I'll take that big gold belt right off your shoulder. Number 6, Triple H. God. Well, yeah, he had to make this list eventually, and who better to pick for the cerebral assassination than Shawn Michaels? While Trips also betrayed Vince McMahon, Steve Austin, DX as a whole, and Chyna behind the scenes in a real-life relationship, perhaps none were as great as when he pedigreed the shit out of a returning Shawn Michaels way back in 2002. With DX having just reformed, truly no one saw it coming, but it did lead to a fantastic feud with one of the best matches of all time taking place at SummerSlam that year. Number 5, Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns announces that he has cancer, and for fuck's sake, it took them 3 hours to go from, hey guys, I'm gonna go for a while because I have leukemia, to Dean Ambrose just kicking Seth Rollins in the gut. His best friend, his brother, their brother has cancer. He just dirty deeds them. It took him 3 hours from cancer to best friend, just completely being a dick-sucking heel. WWE is the nuttiest company, I think, of all time.
What the hell? Oh my God! What the hell?
Number 4, Shawn Michaels. While his DX partner Triple H is well known for playing backstage politics during the 2000s to get what he wanted and reserve his place atop WWE's mountain for far too long, he was clearly picking up tips from the best in the game. Let's be real, let's admit it, Shawn Michaels, he was an absolute asshole backstage. Probably the best asshole of all time. If we were to do a list of the top 10 greatest backstage politicians, Shawn Michaels, he would be like numbers 1 through 6. Despite all that entire nonsense, everyone knew Shawn Michaels' talent. He was pretty much destined to become one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, so it was a surprise to no one when Michaels kicks Marty Jannetty through a glass window and goes solo once the Rockers' time as a team had come to its tail end.
Oh my God! Right through the glass window of the barber shop!
Number 3, Tommaso Ciampa. Fuck you, Ciampa. And no, unlike Triple H, I'm not taking that one back, seeing as hashtag fuck you Ciampa is one of the best hashtags going in wrestling this entire damn decade. It's only fair to assume that whatever he did was well deserving of that reaction, right?
Today.
What? Oh my God! What the?
What are you?
Right indeed, Sonny. 10 points to Hufflepuff because Tommaso Ciampa absolutely deserves to be called an asshole. For context, this moment was fucking insane. You really need to know how good DIY was. DIY, or hashtag DIY as they were officially known for some stupid reason, was a tag team compiled of thrown together NXT one-offs Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
They used to be the best of friends, former tag team champions, but Gargano and Ciampa were involved in the 2018...
Everyone knew these guys were great, but they were brought into the company for a few matches and expected to be let out the door very quickly. Instead, they became probably the best tag team in the world, if not for the revival, and were walking home with match of the night after match of the night, takeover to takeover basis. They were so good that no one even questioned the name hashtag DIY. Everyone was just like, fuck it, maybe I'll do it myself too. I'll be this good. After a particularly disappointing loss, Gargano and Ciampa, brothers at this point, just like the Shield. But look how far that got the Shield. He stood at the end of the ramp. The logo, the end logo appears. Oh, that was such a good touch. That takeover, like the done with roll credits thing, that rolled. Except no, because Ciampa just smashed Gargano's head into the Titantron. And I'm going to smash my head into a keyboard because hashtag fuck you Ciampa.
Ciampa, what are you doing?
Come on!
Ciampa, what is happening here? Ciampa's beating the hell out of Gargano!
Number 2, Kevin Owens. And there he is, the big-bellied bastard is back for his seconds. We need only say 3 words. Festival of Friendship. When Chris Jericho came out to show nothing but love for his best friend Kevin Owens, KO made it clear throughout that he didn't really give a shit at all about the gestures from Y2J. Then, to everyone's surprise, Owens actually said he had prepared a little something himself. After giving Jericho a new list and watching the excitement quickly go from up to very much down and disappear from his face, we hear Chris ask,
"How come my name's on this?"
And oh god, that pulls the heartstrings. And then KO pulls his own strings and just fucking murders Chris Jericho and all our hearts, just like Jericho's, now broken. This is a sad list. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Oh my God! Kevin Owens beating the hell.
And number 1, Seth Rollins.
Oh my God!
Generally, when I make my list, the actual order of the list isn't really that important to me. 10 to 6 are usually the weaker half, and then the real shit kicks in, and that's about it. But for this number 1 spot, like this one, I think is going to hold a lot of weight in the history books. While many people will look towards Shawn kicking Jannetty, maybe an Andre ripping a Hogan shirt, even the Festival of Friendship or the split of Hashpipe DIY. I firmly believe that Seth Rollins' destruction of the Shield was perfect.
Just happened. Are you kidding me? Rollins down. He's assaulting Ambrose. Rollins.
The perfect time to split them up with the perfect plan and the perfect wrestler for the Authority to help perfectly sell out. Everyone assumed Dean was going to be the heel, and we were pleasantly surprised to find out how fucking good evil Seth Rollins is. You can hear him cackling now in the background somewhere in the distance. That's how good that guy is, and that's why his betrayal was number one.
They're on top of the world. Why in the world would Seth Rollins do this? My God, Rollins is destroying Ambrose.
And those are the 10 times wrestlers betrayed their partner. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments down below after liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and notifications and that bell.